Marcus Aurelius once said that we suffer more in imagination than reality. Yet here you are, suffering through another failed relationship, wondering why being nice and respectful left you heartbroken again. What if everything you've been taught about attraction is backwards? What if the qualities that make a man truly irresistible have nothing to do with flowers, compliments, or chasing? Today, I'm revealing the 10 timeless qualities that naturally draw women to men. Qualities rooted in ancient wisdom, not modern confusion. The Stoics understood something modern men have forgotten. Attraction isn't negotiated, earned through favors, or won with gifts. It emerges naturally when you embody certain qualities that signal strength, purpose, and inner mastery. Let me tell you a story that will change everything you think you know about dating. Picture two men approaching the same woman at a coffee shop. The first showers her with compliments, offers to buy her drink, and hangs on her every word. The second simply nods, orders his coffee, and reads his book nearby. Guess which one she's thinking about later that evening? The answer reveals the first quality every attractive man possesses. Quality 1. Unshakable steadfastness. In our age of endless options and digital distractions, most men have become unreliable. They cancel plans, break promises, and disappear when challenges arise. Women notice this pattern and guard themselves accordingly. The steadfast man stands like a mountain among shifting sands. Epictetus taught that our actions reflect our character more than our words ever could. When you say you'll call, you call. When you make plans, you keep them. When difficulties arise, you don't flee. This isn't about perfection. It's about being dependable in an undependable world. Women are drawn to men who remain constant, not because they're seeking security, but because consistency signals inner strength. I once knew a man who lost his job during a recession. Instead of complaining or making excuses to his girlfriend, he simply said, "I'll handle this," and worked 3 part-time jobs until he found something better. She married him not because he was wealthy, but because he was unbreakable. Quality 2. Quiet inner confidence. True confidence whispers, while insecurity shouts. The confident man doesn't need to prove himself because he knows his worth isn't determined by external validation. This inner certainty is magnetic because it's rare in a world full of men seeking approval. Seneca wrote that every man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself to be. Confident men understand this principle. They don't base their self-worth on their job title, bank account, or social media followers. Their confidence comes from within, making them immune to the emotional ups and downs that control other men. Consider the man who gets rejected and simply thinks, "her loss," versus the one who spirals into self-doubt. The first man's confidence remains intact because it isn't dependent on outcomes. Women sense this stability and are naturally drawn to it. Quality 3. Purposeful ambition. The ambitious man isn't chasing money or status. He's pursuing growth, purpose, and excellence. Women want to join a journey, not rescue a passenger. Ambition signals that you're moving forward in life, not standing still. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while writing philosophical reflections. His ambition wasn't for personal glory, but for contributing something meaningful to the world. Modern, ambitious men share this quality. They have goals that extend beyond themselves. A friend of mine spent every evening after work learning photography. His girlfriend didn't care about the expensive camera equipment or potential income. She was attracted to his dedication, his growth, and his refusal to settle for mediocrity. Ambition creates forward momentum, and women want to be part of that energy. Quality 4, controlled intensity. The most attractive men maintain an air of mystery and emotional control. They don't reveal everything immediately, don't always be available, and never let someone else's emotions dictate their mood. This isn't about being cold, it's about being centered. Stoics practiced emotional regulation, not to become emotionless, but to respond rather than react. The man who remains calm during conflict, who doesn't get rattled by tests or drama, demonstrates strength that goes beyond physical. This controlled intensity keeps people intrigued because they can't predict or manipulate you. Think of the man who, when his date arrives late and stressed, simply says, "No worries, I used the time to read." His calm response immediately shifts the dynamic and shows emotional mastery. Quality 5, selective attention. In an age where women receive constant digital validation, your attention becomes valuable only when it's scarce. The man who doesn't immediately like every photo, respond to every text, or shower compliments on demand creates genuine curiosity. This isn't about playing games, it's about having standards. Your attention should be earned, not given freely. When you're selective about where you invest your energy, people naturally value it more. The Stoics understood that what we give away cheaply becomes worthless. Quality 6, social proof. People desire what others desire. When women see you surrounded by other attractive people, friends, colleagues, or acquaintances, it signals that you're valuable. This triggers natural curiosity about what makes you worth their attention. Build a high-quality social circle not to impress women, but to surround yourself with people who elevate your thinking and character. The side effect is that others notice and wonder what makes you magnetic to quality people. Quality 7, authentic masculinity. Despite modern confusion about gender roles, women remain biologically attracted to masculine strength, both physical and emotional. This isn't about dominance or aggression, but about being decisive, protective, and emotionally stable. The masculine man takes responsibility without blame, faces challenges without complaint, and leads through example rather than force. He doesn't apologize for taking up space or having opinions. This natural confidence in his masculine energy is deeply attractive because it provides stability in an uncertain world. Quality 8, natural leadership. Leadership isn't about controlling others. It's about confidently directing situations and making decisions. Women are attracted to men who can guide conversations, plan experiences, and navigate challenges without constantly seeking input or validation. The leader doesn't ask, "What do you want to do?" He says, "I know a great place," and takes charge. This decisiveness doesn't exclude her input, but it shows he's capable of directing his own life and, by extension, contributing meaningfully to hers. Quality 9, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence isn't about being overly sensitive. It's about understanding emotions without being controlled by them. Most men either ignore emotions entirely or get overwhelmed by them. The emotionally intelligent man acknowledges feelings while maintaining perspective. When she's upset, he doesn't immediately try to fix everything or dismiss her feelings. He listens, understands, and responds thoughtfully. This builds deep trust because she feels heard without him becoming emotionally reactive. Quality 10, passionate purpose. Nothing is more attractive than a man genuinely passionate about something meaningful, whether it's career, fitness, art, or personal growth. Passion signals that you're fully engaged with life rather than just existing. The key is authenticity. Fake passion is obvious and repulsive. True passion comes from pursuing what genuinely excites you, not what you think will impress others. When you're genuinely passionate about your path, others naturally want to understand and join your journey. These qualities aren't tricks or techniques. They're character traits that make you genuinely attractive as a person. The Stoics understood that external circumstances change, but inner character endures. When you develop these qualities, you stop chasing and start attracting. You become the kind of man others naturally want to be around. The path forward is simple but not easy. Focus on building your character rather than learning pickup lines. Develop steadfastness, confidence, ambition, emotional control, selectivity, social connections, masculinity, leadership, emotional intelligence, and authentic passion. These qualities will transform not just your dating life, but your entire existence. Remember what Marcus Aurelius taught. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The same principle applies to attraction. Everything you need already exists within you. You just need to develop it. Start today. Choose one quality and commit to developing it consistently. The man you become through this process will naturally attract the relationships, opportunities, and life you truly want. Because the greatest victory isn't winning someone else's heart, it's mastering your own character.